Hello, Capricorn. Welcome to your reading. This is the no contact reading. So, we are taking a look at a situation between you and your person where you are either intentionally in no contact or you have lost touch with someone, haven't heard from them in quite a while, and you'd like to know what's going on with this situation. So, we are going to look at the energies for you and your person, how you got to the current situation. That could have new information for you. You may not have had the whole picture. The shared energy between the two of you and potential outcome. And then I will also have plenty of oracle cards to help advise you and help you decide how to handle the situation if you want to handle it. Okay, so we are going to go ahead and get started. Okay, so opening your reading, we have Lake Depth. Look at how beautiful that card is. I love this card. So I feel as though there's something deeply emotional. This is card number 31, becomes 4. So it's deep, deep emotional depth here. It could also be that you are deep into something. Could be you could be exploring your own depth of your own emotions, quite possibly. It's very exploratory. And then I have Field of Dreams, which is also very exploratory on number 21, which is 3. So, man, this is like, have the dream of your choosing, And so you could be deep into options. That's what I'm getting. Oh, and I love that for you, Capricorn. Oh gosh. Okay, so let's go ahead and get into the tarot. I hope you're all doing well, Capricorn. If you are new to my channel, welcome back. Or I'm sorry, welcome. I'm so glad that you stopped by. If you're a returning subscriber, welcome back. It's so nice to see you again. Capricorn is one of my favorite signs to read for. So keep in mind it's a general message, and I know that sometimes no contact situations can be rather difficult. So if emotions are running high, be prepared because I read both light and shade. Okay. Oh, I guess we'll take those. So if emotions are running high today, take a deep breath and know that the universe is always changing. Anything is possible. All right, so your first two cards popped out as the, oh my gosh, the Seven of Cups and the wheel. This is so great because Seven of Cups is all about options. I think I just said you are deep in options. My, how the tables have turned here with the wheel. So this could also be a little bit of confusion. Also, you could be overwhelmed with options. You could just generally be overwhelmed, emotionally overwhelmed, and that doesn't seem typical for you with this wheel right here, but things are definitely changing. Okay, and then we have the Star. Okay, so I feel like for some of you, this is my greater calling card. Okay, this is being called to service, called to, being of service to the community, but also called to something that you're going to find fulfilling. Okay, so it's possible that you are realizing some things about your life, and it might be that maybe you had all of these connections around you, but you didn't really pick one of them. I'm getting like, this is going to sound really weird, okay, but bear with me, but I'm getting a message here about orbiters. Like, you might have all of these people in your orbit, but they're just not the one. It's like you might have lovers, you might have people that you spend time with, but they're just not the one. Okay, and here it's like you want the one. All right, so let's look at your person, the one that you have in mind that you haven't heard from. We have the wheel, Page of Wands, ooh, and the Knight of Wands. Okay, so couple of things here. So I have the wheel, or I'm sorry, the World, and there's A major cycle for your person has ended. So this is present energy, okay? A major cycle has ended, and right now it looks like they might be willing to try something new, okay? But with this Knight of Wands, there's a warning here, okay? So it's a little bit impulsive energy, very in and out, particularly with this deer on this card, okay? So deer are they spook easily, okay? So also with the pages have an element of immaturity here, okay? So there's a willingness, but there may not be, like, it may not be thought through, okay? It may not be strategic. It may just be like in the moment. So just keep that in mind, okay? Another thing too here is for some of you, there could be a message here about travel or distance. So your person may be from a distance, and they may be considering closing that gap between the two of you, okay? We'll get more information. We'll get it all figured out. Don't you worry, Capricorn. Okay, so let's look at how we got here. So some of this you may know, some of it you may not, okay? Could be news to you. How did Capricorn get here with their person? Hermit, Lovers, Tower. Whew. Okay, we got a lot to unpack. I hope you made a cup of tea. All right, so I'm getting a number of things, so bear with me while I piece through them, okay? So this is another card of travel and distance, okay? So this may have been a long distance connection. This could be a long distance lovership, okay? I'm getting, you know, for some of you, this was a physically intimate connection. Does not have to be, but I'm getting that sense of lovership, particularly with all of these wands over here. And this may have been possibly at the time a friends with benefits situation, because this is something that you were clearly not finding fulfilling. You know, it had a lot of great things, had a lot of great stuff, but it just wasn't it, right? But, you know, if you're here wanting to know about them, they clearly meant something to you. Something in the connection changed, okay? And it pulled the rug out from underneath you. Like, this could have been the breakup. This could have been a revelation of some kind, and it was like there was the realization of how unstable this actually was. So I'm not surprised to see the Tower here with this Knight of Wands, okay? For some of you, you could be dealing with a Gemini, Scorpio, or Virgo. For others of you, there's a message about a decision and ethics being at play. And if ethics were at play, I believe the decision to not go forward was the one that was made with this Hermit card and the Tower. So the Hermit is all about doing inner work, you know, and it can also be whether or not to move forward with something. Both of these cards were whether or not to move forward with something, and this was the stopping of it. So I think it could have been a very painful time for you. I think that even though maybe, you know, I don't know, I get the sense that, like, maybe you knew that they were around for a good time and not a long time, but you still, like, maybe wanted them to be around for a long time. Like, I think you really enjoyed your time with them. But I really think that quite possibly you, Capricorn, went and did some soul searching, okay? And it completely, like, destabilized. Like, you could have started to realize what you really want, okay? And it may have completely destabilized this person. Wow. Okay, Capricorn, let's get into it and see what the shared energy is. So, oh my goodness, look at that. Ace of Cups. Holy smokes. It's a gorgeous card. Woo, look at that. Oh my gosh. The Three of Swords. And Awakening. So this is Judgment. Holy smokes, Capricorn. So I'm just saying, I kind of wish this was my reading. I'm a little jealous. So someone is heartbroken that this has been lost, and they are realizing where they went wrong and maybe wanting to try again. This is the try again card. This is the resurrect card. Okay, but there's clearly some disappointment and heartbreak, and it's like this, there was true love here. You know, for at least one of you, there was true love here. Ooh, so this can also be, so for some of you, there's the desire between the two of you, even if you haven't articulated it, there's the desire to start over. Okay. For others of you, if you do not have the desire to start over, I feel that what is happening is this experience is teaching you what you really want out of a relationship. And so the Three of Swords here is also about, once you know something, you can't unknow it. So it's also about not going back. Okay. And so, because this is about going back, what I see here, it's like you've probably been thinking about this a lot, and maybe working with a therapist or a close friend. It's like you've been analyzing all of the decisions that you made up to this point. This is shadow work here. Okay. And you know, this is also a card of shadow work. So, wow, Capricorn. So some of you are coming into this deep, deep knowledge of what it is that you truly want, okay? And then for others of you, or both of you, or both scenarios can apply, it's like there's the desire to reconnect for some of you. All right, so this is the Hidden Truth Oracle. So if you're enjoying the reading and you haven't subscribed already, please do so. I'd love to have you as part of my community. And hit the like button, please. It lets me know I'm doing a good job. All right, I want to tell you how I feel. Oh my goodness. I bury myself in work to forget you. I replay our conversations over and over. Didn't I just say you were rethinking things? This could also be your person. Wow, somebody in this connection is really struggling here. And if it's not you, it's your person. And if it's you, bless you, take a deep breath. We will get through this, okay? All right, so your person, there's this willingness, you know, and this is kind of looking back. So your Page of Wands is kind of looking back at the world here. So there's a willingness to look back and see how things went, maybe learn from them. So that's interesting. Oops, I just dropped a card. So these are the outcome tarot, and then we will pull oracle cards to beef up the message. Okay, so alrighty. So for some of you, you're not willing to put up with the stress. That's for darn sure for some of you. I see somebody coming into their power with this Strength card and investing in themselves and saying, no, my peace of mind is more important. For others of you, if you want to reconnect with your person, there's a warning here that it may take a long time, and that may cause you some angst, and you're reminded that you have the strength to get through this. So whichever scenario applies to you, you are being encouraged either way. That Strength card right there is very nice, though. She's got a sunflower behind her. Sunflowers are very purifying, okay? Very purifying. We've got that figure 8 and that lion, very protective. I love that. All right, so Capricorn, this is a message for you. We have choose to see no faults. All right, so number 25. So you may be called upon to have all of this mental discipline. This is mental and emotional discipline that's coming through right here. And the patience, and that may also be here, being patient with yourself while you get your thoughts in order, okay? Because for some of you, you may have some obsessive thinking, like repetitive thinking about the situation. That's an opportunity for you to learn to exercise a little bit more control over your mind. And so that is another message that the cards could be conveying to you today. Resourcefulness. Ooh, that's nice. So what I'm taking with these two cards here, choosing to see no faults, really focus on the parts of the both of you that are good and foster those, okay? Get you a couple more and then I'll send you on your way, Capricorn. If you are not sure if it's your reading or you think there's more to it, I will I'll link the no contact playlist at the end of the video, as well as your Capricorn playlist. So you are welcome to check for additional messages there. Speak the language of love. Loving words have the power to change lives, including your own. So this is all about affirmations, okay? This is about speaking to yourself, that inner dialogue that we all have with ourselves, all about speaking to yourself in a very loving way. So for those of you that maybe telling yourself things like, I can never have what I want, or I'm always the one who gets left, or something like that, the cards are drawing your attention to that so that you can change it and maybe make it better. Talk to yourself as though you were your best friend. I went through a difficult time, and that was one of the ways that I, started to feel better, as I started talking to myself as though, like, if my best friend sat down and told me what I was saying about myself as if it was about her, I would be like, honey, stop it. So that helped me a lot too. And then we have pathways. So there's a path forward here for you. And I think, I'm not a psychologist. I've only, I've worked with them a lot. I've done a lot of reading, but speaking to yourself in a loving fashion will actually build more healthy, happier neural pathways in your brain. Okay, so I'm getting like a literal message here about speaking well to yourself to rewire the way your brain works. So you can look that up. Look up like the science of affirmations. And you'll find lots of information there, Capricorn. So it's been an honor to read your cards. As always, I love connecting with you. Feel free to drop me a comment. Let me know what you thought, what's going on, how it resonated, all the good stuff. I will catch you in the next reading. Bye-bye.